The night I couldn't wake up. Nightmares so real I couldn't tell if I was awake or asleep. 2 stories, 2 terrifying nights. And one truth. Some nightmares never let you go. Every shadow you've ever seen in your room wasn't just your imagination. Tonight, you'll hear 2 stories. Elena's story, a girl who followed a black cat into a fiery autumn forest and uncovered a terrifying truth. And Mina's story, a girl whose room became a lawless place filled with moving shadows. The truth these stories reveal is so terrifying, it seeps into your bones, echoes in your dreams, and will haunt you long after the stories end. So, sit back, take a breath, and be ready. Some nightmares never truly let you wake up. The first story, Elena's journey. I am Elena. I had just turned 18. My friends were celebrating in Tokyo. Loud music, neon lights, the kind of chaos that makes your ears ring. But I wanted something else, something quieter, something real. I missed autumn, the forests ablaze in red and gold, the crisp air carrying the scent of burning wood and fallen leaves. So I boarded a train to Quebec. They call it the most beautiful autumn on earth. For the first time, I was traveling alone, free from my parents' shadow, craving independence. The train hissed to a stop. Fog swallowed the station. Roofs floated like islands in a gray ocean. I dragged my suitcase across the cobblestones. My breath turned to mist. I smiled. This was the autumn I had always dreamed of. And then I saw it. A cat, black as midnight. Its fur shimmered in the fog, but its eyes, 2 impossible orbs of green-purple fire, locked onto me. I froze. The cat didn't blink. It turned and walked toward the forest. My feet, they moved before my mind could protest. Something in that gaze pulled me, like an invisible thread. Hypnotized, I followed. The forest swallowed me. Trees arched overhead, leaves burned red and amber. The fog muted everything, even my own footsteps. And then, a whisper right behind me. Turn back before it's too late. My heart leapt. I spun around. No one. Only the cat, its eyes glowing brighter now. The path ended. A cave appeared. Its mouth pulsed with blue and violet light, like the stones themselves were breathing. My breath trembled. I stepped forward. The ground shivered beneath me. The walls vibrated. A strange tongue clawed at my mind. I screamed, and darkness swallowed me. When I woke, I was somewhere that shouldn't exist. Above me, towers of glass and liquid metal stretched to an endless indigo sky. Floating bridges of light connected them. The air vibrated with a low electric hum, and around me, they stood, tall, their skin translucent like river ice, veins glowing violet. Some had no mouths, only enormous bleeding eyes. Others, eyes where ears should be, faces twisted, broken, wrong. One approached. Its voice wasn't a sound, it pressed into my skull. You shouldn't be here, but you are chosen. I stumbled back. It extended long, slender fingers, blades of light at the tips. Horror surged through me, and darkness swallowed everything again. This time I woke strapped to a metallic bed. Bands of pure light pinned my arms and legs. Shadows crawled along the walls, whispering, "If you reveal us, you must vanish." The ceiling split. An alien sky appeared, deep violet, constellations shifting. A figure descended. half human, half light, eyes like emerald suns. Girl, you stand between two worlds. If you return, your memories will burn. If you stay, you will never see the sun of Earth again. A monster hunched closer. Its breath smelled of rusted metal and decay. Teeth emerged one by one, sharp, broken bone daggers. Its hands gripped my shoulders. Fingers crawled across my skin like worms, radiating deadly cold. A voice burst inside my skull. You will become my vessel. My children will live within you. I tried to scream, but no sound came. My chest burned, my heart pounded, tears spilled down my face. Every cell of my body shrank with terror. Its tongue flicked my cheek. My skin blistered. The air reeked of hot metal and rot. My soul sank into the darkness. And then, an explosion of light shook the cavern. The walls trembled. The monster turned away. I curled into a corner, my heart racing, a spark of hope, still alive. Hours passed. I lay shivering. A piece of bread dropped beside me. A broken voice whispered, "Eat, quickly." No one was there. My hands shook as I ate. Warmth returned. Across the hall, two creatures argued, "She is mine. She will live in my nest, bear the children of two worlds." No, I found her first. Her fear is mine. And I realized I was not prey, I was a prize. They dragged me into a pulsing cave. A stone bed throbbed beneath me, like a heartbeat. The creature loomed, cracked skin, gums filled with bone teeth. "You will make me stronger. You will give me the children of two worlds." Its hands tore at my clothes, skin scratched, blood spilled. My spirit screamed until, boom, the walls shook. The monster roared and ran. Silence. And then I saw him. A man, or almost a man, marked by the creatures, but his eyes, human. "Come, quickly." He seized my hand, his voice broken. "If it had taken you, you would never return. You would become one of them. Like me, I clung to him. What are they? Why do this?" His eyes darkened. "They feed on us, on fear. Every war, every nightmare. You think it's human nature? Number, it's them. Long ago, our leaders made a pact. The world's suffering is their feast." He squeezed my hand. "Do not be afraid. This is your weapon. If you do not fear, they starve. Now run. Don't look back." We ran through trembling corridors. The city screamed. Finally, the exit. Panting, he said, "Go." I stay. I have no return. But you can carry the truth. You can be a healer. Bring hope. Then their towers will fall. Remember. A black cat waited at the threshold. Its eyes burned. I stepped forward. Autumn air filled my lungs. The station bell rang. People moved unaware. But I knew I was no longer the same girl. The cat swished its tail. Its voice whispered in my mind, "This is only the beginning." Morning came and I, Elena, woke up. Sunlight slowly spilled into my room and everything seemed normal. Or at least it wanted me to believe it was. My heart was still racing, my hands trembling from fear. My phone lay on the desk, the books were in place. Everything appeared just as it should. But something inside me whispered otherwise. A strange, cold, unexplainable feeling, like a distant voice echoing in my mind. This is only the beginning. I don't know. I still don't know whether what I saw was a nightmare or reality. But one thing is certain. I am no longer the same girl I was yesterday. Something has changed, and maybe I'm still walking in the shadow of those creatures. Second story. The room that wasn't there. I'm Mina. The night before my business trip, I returned home, tired but satisfied. I turned off the lights, set my phone on the nightstand, and sank into the blankets. I expected sleep to be peaceful, but it wasn't. When I opened my eyes, something was off. My room, but slightly different. The windows looked bigger. Shadows stretched long and thin in the corners. The bedside table had shifted ever so slightly. I took a deep breath and whispered to myself, "It's just a dream. Stay calm." But the shadows began to move, slow, deliberate. A faint whispering voice came from somewhere in the room. "You shouldn't be here." I looked around. No one was there, just shadows, and a strange, cold sensation crawling over my skin. I tried to get out of bed, but my legs felt heavy. With every step, the walls seemed to close in, the ceiling stretching higher, and a foggy blue light filled the space. The room I knew had transformed into something unrecognizable. Light came from nowhere, yet it illuminated everything, making the shadows even sharper. Suddenly, a small door appeared in the wall, one I'd never seen before. The space beyond it felt stretched, terrifying. I heard my own breaths echo in the room. Despite my fear, I stepped toward the door. The cold metal handle shivered under my fingers. When I opened it, a hallway stretched endlessly into fog, walls rippling with waves of light. With every step, I felt something, or someone, following me. Yet whenever I looked, there was nothing. Only shadows moving in the corners, reflections that refused to take shape. The whispering drew closer. "You cannot escape." The hallway ended in a strange room. There were no walls, just a space filled with unnatural purple and blue light. The floor and ceiling seemed to move, alive in a way I couldn't explain. Everything I touched felt unstable, like I was being pulled out of sleep. Suddenly, a humanoid shadow emerged from the light. I couldn't see its body fully, but its eyes locked onto mine. My heart raced uncontrollably. I tried to move my hands to run, but my body wouldn't respond. The shadow came closer, a voice echoing in my mind. "You were chosen for this space." My breaths shortened. It advanced, its invisible hands circling me. I could feel it against my skin and bones, yet there was no pain, only cold and dread. I screamed with all my might, but my voice vanished. The shadow receded and disappeared. The entire room began to tremble, lights moving like waves across the ocean. Then, silence returned. Just me, the strange lights, and the sound of my own breathing. I felt something land on my bed, a small piece of paper with words written on it. "You're still not awake." I drew in a deep breath and closed my eyes. When I opened them again, the room had returned to normal. But a dark corner remained, a shadow that seemed to be watching me. And I realized, this nightmare isn't over yet. If you think the previous nightmares were the edge of fear, get ready. The next video will take you to the lakeside houses, a place where reality and terror collide, stories that are real, and something within them that you will never forget.